Hello everyone, I am Professor Anish Vora and I welcome you all in this video lecture. In this video lecture, we will study about Boolean algebra and some theorems of Boolean algebra. We start with Boolean algebra. English mathematician George Boole worked on mathematical logic, algebra and binary number system during 1854, and Boolean algebra is named after him. Boolean algebra is used to analyze and simplify the digital logic circuit. It uses only the binary numbers 0 and 1. Boolean algebra uses mathematics to simplify complex logic expression. We have Boolean expression and we can, with the help of Boolean algebra, we can simplify the Boolean expression. Boolean algebra allows to create a logic circuit that is equivalent to the original circuit but require a less number of gates. Let us take one example and then it will be very much clear. Suppose we have one logic circuit. We have used basic gates AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. We have three input A, B, C and output Y. If we write a Boolean expression for this logic circuit, then we can write Y is equal to A B bar plus AB plus BC. But now if we use Boolean algebra and if we simplify the Boolean expression, then we can write the expression as Y is equal to A plus BC. We will not go in much detail because this part we will study later on, but this is just for an example that complex Boolean expression can be simplified with the help of Boolean algebra, and for Y is equal to A plus BC, that is simplified Boolean expression, and if we draw a logic circuit for the simplified Boolean expression, then the circuit will be like this. And we can re-implement the logic circuit which is equivalent to the original logic circuit, but now it requires a very less number of gates. If we draw the truth table for both the circuit, then it will be exactly equal. Now let us study features of Boolean algebra. Variables. Each single arbitrary element of Boolean algebra is known as variables, and each single variable carries value either 1 or 0. We discussed earlier that it requires binary numbers only, that is either 0 or 1. For example, Y is equal to AB plus C. Now A, B and C are variables and the value of variables might be either 0 or 1. Output is Y. Y also either 0 or 1. We have logical NOT operation. Complement of variable, any variable, variable A is shown by A bar. We have NOT gate. We use NOT gate for the logical NOT operation or logical inversion. We have input A and output Y is equal to A bar. We have a similar truth table, input A and output Y. If input A is 0, Y is 1. If A is 1, output Y will be 0. That is just inverted. Then we have logical AND operation. When all inputs are high, output will be high. We have AND gate to perform a logical AND operation. We have two input A and B, as well as we have output Y, and Y can be written as A dot B to indicate logical AND operation. We have truth table, AB, that is input, Y is output. In case of 2 input, we know that we have total 4 possibilities. 2 raised to power 2, and that is equal to 4. So we have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. For input condition, different condition. And as we discussed that when all the inputs, in this case both the inputs are high, we have high output. In all other cases, output remains at 0 level. We have logical OR operation. When any one input, at least any one input is high, output will be high. That is logical OR operation. And we have OR gate to perform a logical OR operation. We have input A as well as B, and output is Y. Y can be indicated as A plus B, and that is A or B. We have truth table, AB input, Y is output. We have 4 different possibilities, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. And as we discussed, at least any one input is high, we have high output. So when both the inputs are 0, 0, we have low output. In all other conditions, at least one input is high, then we have high output. Now we'll see some basic theorems of Boolean algebra. We'll discuss theorems and we'll prove the theorems with the help of truth table. These all theorems are very important and you have to remember always, because then and then only you can simplify the complex Boolean expression into simple one. AND function. We start with the AND function. We have total 4 theorems based on the AND function, and in similar way we have different 4 theorems based on the OR function. Theorem 1. A dot 1 is equal to A. Now in first theorem, it is A dot 1 is equal to A. Meaning is A and 1 is equal to A. Now in case of AND operation, we know that when both the inputs are high, at that time we will have a high output. Now in this condition, one of the input is already at a high level, that is 1 level. So if A is high, then both the inputs will be high and output will be high. But if A is at a low level, 0 level, then output will be at low level. So output will be decided based on the input A. So whatever A is, either it is 0, then output will be 0. If A input is high, output will be high. We have one of the input, that is A, another input, that is 1, and output Y is equal to A dot 1. Now we'll prove this theorem with the help of truth table. We have truth table for the AND gate. It is very well known to you, so I will not go in more details. Now one of the input, another input, that is B, is already 1. So we will eliminate the conditions which indicates B is equal to 0. So when B is equal to 0, we eliminate this situation because B is already 1 is given. Now let us check. If input A is 0, then condition is 0, 1, output will be 0. So if input A is 0, output will be 0. If input A is 1, we have condition 1, 1 and output will be 1. So if input A is 0, output will be 0. If input A is 1, output will be 1. So this way we can prove that A dot 1 will always be equal to A. We have theorem 2. A dot 0, A and 0 is equal to 0. Now one of the input is A, another input is 0, and output y is equal to a and 0. Now in case of AND gate, we know that if any one input is at a low level, output will always be at the 0 level. We have truth table for AND gate. One of the input is at 0 level. So B input that is at the 0 level. So we will eliminate the situation which indicates B is equal to 1. So we have two conditions. Now if we check, if A is 0, condition is 0, 0. So output will be 0. If A is even 1 at high level, then also output will be at the 0 level. Because 1, 0, that is 0. So A and 0, the output is always at the 0 level. This is proof of the theorem with the help of truth table. Theorem number 3. A dot A is equal to A. A and A is equal to A. In this condition, both the input are A and output Y is A and A. Now we can see that both the inputs are equal. If A is 0, both the inputs are 0. If A is 1, both the inputs are at high level, that is 1 level. So output depends on A. Whether A is 0, output will be 0. If A is 1, output will be 1. With the help of truth table, we can discuss or we can prove the theorem. Now A dot A meaning is both the inputs are equal. So we will eliminate the unequal condition 0, 1 and 1, 0 we eliminate. So we have now two conditions, either 0, 0 or 1, 1. If we check 0, 0 condition, then output will be 0. And if we check 1, 1 condition, output will be 1. So we can see from the truth table that if A is 0, output is 0. If A is 1, output is 1. So A dot A is equal to A. Theorem number 4. A dot A bar is equal to 0. Now one of the input that is inverted. So if A is 0, A bar will be 1. If A is 1, A bar will be 0. So both the input cannot be similar. It is always unequal, either 0, 1 or 1, 0. In this condition, we know that output will never be at high level, because in case of AND gate, output remain at high level when both the inputs are high. If we draw the AND gate, so one input is A and another input, that is A bar, that is inverted, and output is Y is equal to A and A bar. So if we check with the truth table, then we have truth table for the AND gate, and equal condition 0, 0 or 1, 1 may not be possible, and we have to eliminate this situation. So 0, 0 and 1, 1 condition is eliminated. So we have now two possibilities, either input 0, 1 or 1, 0. But in both the condition, if A is 0, output will be 0. Even if A is 1, output will be 0. So A dot A bar, output is always 0. Same way, we have 4 theorems based on the OR function. Theorem number 5. A plus 0, A or 0 is equal to A. Now in case of OR function, we know that at least one of the input is high, output will be high. So we have one input A, another input is 0. So output Y, that is A or 0, A plus 0. So if A is 0, both the input at 0 level, output will be 0. If A is high, one of the input is high, so output will be high. We can see the truth table for the OR gate, and then we can prove the theorem. We have 0 0 condition, output will be 0. In all other condition, at least one of the input is high, so output is high. Now it is given that another input, B input, is 0. So we will eliminate the situation or input condition which indicates that B is equal to 1. So 0 1 and 1 1 condition has been eliminated. Now we have two condition, input condition, either 0 0 or 1 0. So if input A is 0, we have condition 0 0, output Y will be 0. If input A is 1, output Y will be 1. So we can see that if A is 0, output Y is also 0. If A is 1, output Y is also 1. So A or 0, output is always equal to A. Theorem number 6, A plus 1, A or 1 is equal to 1. So we have one of the input, that is A, another input always at the high level, that is 1, and we have output Y, A or 1. Now in case of OR gate, if at least one of the input always at the high level, output will be always at the high level, that is 1 level. So whatever A, either 0 or 1, it never affects the output. So output will always be at the high level. If we check with the truth table, now one of the input, that is B, is always at the high level. So we eliminate the situation which indicates that B is equal to 0. So 0 0 and 1 0 condition has been eliminated. And we have two condition remains, that is 0 1 or 1 1. So if input A is 0, we have condition 0 1, so output will be always at the 1 level. Even A is 1, then we have 1 1 condition and output is at 1. So A might be 0 or 1, but output is always at high level. So A or 1 is equal to 1. Then we have theorem number 7. A plus A or A, that is equal to A. So we have both input are similar and Y is equal to A plus A. Meaning is, if input A is 0, we have condition 0 0, output will be 0. If we have A is equal to high 1 level, then we have condition 1 1 and output will be at the high level, that is 1 level. So output depends on the A. If A is 0, output is 0. If A is 1, output is 1. And we can prove this with the truth table. So input is A or A, meaning is we have both the inputs are equal, similar inputs. So we can eliminate the condition which indicates unequal inputs. So 0 1 and 1 0, both the conditions can be eliminated. And then we have two conditions, that is 0 0 or 1 1. If input A is 0, output will be 0. If input A is 1, output will be 1. So we can prove that A or A, that is always equal to A. Then we have theorem number 8. A plus A bar is equal to 1. We have one input A, another input, that is inverted A bar, and output, that is Y is equal to A or A bar. And output will be always at a high level, because if one of the input is inverted, then one input will always be at the high level. In case of OR gate, if any one input is at a high level, output will always be high. we can check the truth table. One of the input is inverted, so there cannot be both the inputs equal. So we can eliminate the situation which indicates equal input. So 0 0 and 1 1, that condition can be eliminated. And then we have two conditions, either 0 1 or 1 0. So input A is 0, we have input condition 0 1 and output will be 1. If input A is 1, we have input condition 1 0. In this condition also output will be 1. So whether A is 0 or 1, output always remain at high level. So this way we can prove this theorem. And then we have invert function. We have AND function, we have OR function, and then we have invert function. Based on all these three functions, we have basic theorems of Boolean algebra. So theorem number 9, A double bar is always equal to A. So suppose we have A and it is inverted. It is inverted two times, so we have double bar. So we have, suppose input A, intermediate input, that is A bar, and Y is A double bar. When we invert and again we re-invert the input, then it becomes the actual input A. With the truth table we can see that A bar and Y. Suppose we have A is 0, then A bar will be 1, and again if we invert, then it becomes 0. Same way, if we have input 1, A bar will be 0, and Y, that is A double bar, then again if we re-invert, it becomes 1. So A is 0, A double bar is 0. So we can prove that A double bar is always equal to A. 1 1 1 1. So this way we can prove all the theorems. These basic theorems are very important because we will have to use these Boolean theorems to simplify the Boolean expression or to simplify the logic circuits. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching my video. Keep watching. Thank you very much.